Welcome back to the GSL Code A, where innovation, double 11 racks is his way into that winner's match. Very close to Code S at the moment.
Indeed he is, and now we're going into a completely different matchup entirely. See how Sora does today. I feel like he could get out of the group with innovation. It's all about how well Dark plays, because I don't think Armani's getting out of here.
No, Armani has no chance. Sorry, Armani. Cool name, but I don't think you're going to go anywhere. Now, Sora is like this tragic story for me, because when Protoss was still hard in the hardest race, and like not hardest race in the way that they were winning the least tournaments, basically, is what I mean.
The least successful
mechanically,
race.
yes, they're a bit easier, but the least successful race, when that was still a thing, Sora was the up-and-coming godly Protoss, where it's like, oh my god, we're going to have another parting, or something like that, where it's like, this guy is the realest deal. And then Protoss suddenly became easy, and everyone figured out how to do blink all-ins, and like, the world changed, and we all lost track of Sora. And now there's like a million good Protosses, and Sora hasn't been doing as well. Probably just because every other Protoss has been doing well, and he was one of the only ones really coming up before that. So I'm kind of sad about that. He's invented some of the coolest stuff ever in his PvZ, in my opinion. Very good at the other matchups as well.
Well, let's find out, man. One of these players is going up to meet Innovation. Will Innovation face the same matchup again, or is Sora going to meet him in our very first TVP tonight? Let's jump into Overgrowth 2 times in a row.
Yay.
This is the GSL Code A.
And this is
Sora.
When you went, I thought it was because the probe was going out, and I'm like, oh wait, no, that's just a normal time.
Yeah.
we got in the game a little bit later.
Pretty sure he's just going for a wall and wolf.
And this is
Armani.
Yeah.
You know, our Korean commentator, Iku, man, he is so enthusiastic about everything.
Yeah. He just went, oh, Armani. I'm like, well, I don't know why you would say that. Like,
well, I mean, I think it's because it's the brand Armani, I guess.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's like a really expensive brand.
Yeah. I always, you know, the I think it's Armani Swordsmith in Hearthstone, the one that gets enraged. I thought it was Armani
Berserker?
Oh, yeah, Armani Berserker. I always thought it was Armani for the longest time. I'm like, yeah, he doesn't want to get his like really expensive Armani sword messed up. He gets enraged, man. You touch him.
I would understand. That stuff's expensive.
Well, he's got that CJ Intis flag signed, or she has. Now I know it's a girl. She kept her gender a secret from me until the last second.
I see. Hands didn't give it away?
No, I wasn't looking at hands. I was looking at signature.
Okay. All right, so...
Well, you mean he goes Forge first, but he goes full first, so...
Yeah, that's fine. You know, there was a drone scout, so he wasn't going to get caught off guard or anything. One
of the wins here for Armani, by the way, is Flash. Notice there at the top.
Wow.
I don't know who No Junkyu is, though. That's a name I don't recognize.
No Junkyu.
It means like no John the Translator.
Well, it's certainly not him. Although he would get 2-0'd by Armani as well. That's for sure.
He actually blocks the hatch. I mean, he gets something out of this opening, right? At least, you know.
Yeah. Well, you get more of it out of, like, for instance, with this, he forced a pull first in a manner of speaking, or, you know, the pull first is a safer build against something like this.
Yeah.
So that slows your opponent down. It's also super safe. Like, if you open up with that, you scout after your forge. If they're doing a Zergling rush, then you kind of just get your expand anyways. You know, it's a little bit late, but that's fine. It's just not as greedy a build. It's safe and has the potential to do damage. I think it's like a good build to do if you think you're better than your opponent.
Yeah. I think that's true.
It's kind of like a Reaper opening in that regard.
Well, that's why I really like Pylon scouts against Zerg players in general on 2-player maps, because the Zerg sees your probe and he doesn't know if you have a forge down or not, so he has to go pool first usually. And if you get there fast enough, you can block the hatch anyway, so he's forced to do it.
Yeah, I like them after the forge specifically as opposed to the pylon, because it confuses them a little bit because it's at the same time he's scouting after a gate. So yeah, but both are good. I like fast scouting basically in every matchup all the time. I like to know what my opponent's doing. I like to know what's going to kill me.
Or how to stop it from killing you.
Hopefully, but you know, I'm realistic. So
This map is actually overgrown, as you might expect. It's got a lot of plants on it. If you just look at the tiling, you know, sometimes when you get shots, it looks like it's just a bunch of like space tile that you would see on like Star Station. But if you see the overgrowth stuff, it looks like somebody needs to get the clippers out on this map.
We are having mass Zerglings made right now. Armani's going all in. This is a lot of lings that he's making. He's trying to block any probes from scouting with a few lings. He's getting speed and just nothing but lings.
Yeah, that's a very astute assessment.
I really want to see this wall again. Okay, so he has a Zealot.
But if it's
obviously,
not there,
if nothing's standing in the wall, he'll just lose the game. But I suspect something will be. Now, he doesn't have a single sentry, I don't believe.
Yeah, and if he goes Stalker here, he's going to be sad about it.
I think he'll...
He might actually wait and make nothing to rush the Oracle if he goes Oracles.
I think he'll go Phoenix.
I mean, that would be pretty weird if he went Oracles, right? So
yeah. So the thing is that this wall is easily reinforceable. The position of the gateway versus the pylon, he can put something behind where the Zealot is very easily, a pylon.
By the way, he just made 6 extractors, or 5 actually, 5 extractors to cancel to get more lings. He has 18 drones.
Wow, that's crazy.
This is like the most all-in speedling all-in I've ever seen. I've never seen Leenock make this many, man.
Yeah, this is, well, it's more than even his supply was, so it's kind of crazy. Now, here we go. Let's see if he can actually hold on. Now, he needs to build some buildings. This is really, really important that he reinforces his wall in just about everywhere.
I think he's going to be fine here. There's the gate going down. He needs that extra pylon, though.
Yeah, he needs that pylon on the side. He needs that pylon on the side.
He needs it. Okay, that was close.
And he actually needs something behind this gateway relatively soon, but I'm feeling like this has already been held, to be perfectly honest.
The hurtful thing, though, is that cannon was unpowered for a second there, and that cost him a lot of DPS.
That is true. Will he be able to hold on?
Well, that cannon's now exposed.
Oh, man.
That's a lot of Zergs. There's the Nexus Cannon, and that Warp Gate research is getting close to being done.
I do believe he's going to be okay, especially with this Oracle.
Yeah, looks like he's going to be fine here. Zealot's still there to help out, and the Nexus Cannon is going to veto that. GG.
You know what? That was really fantastic SimCity from Sora. Like, if he had done it any worse, he may have been broken.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. You look at that wall, that wasn't going to be broken by any... Well, any good Protoss was going to be able to hold that probably.
Pretty crazy build to see in your first game against Sora. This map seems to be the map of all-ins today, at least in our second group.
I guess so. You know, it's kind of funny because we saw Zerg pick this against Protoss in the last group. So the fact that he chose to do an all-in on this starting map, this might have been a good starting map for him to show his true skills and do macro games.
Yeah.
But Sora is a very scary competitor. He's even though he's been kind of quiet lately, he's definitely of a higher level than Armani. So, you know, this might be Armani just saying, you know what, this group is too hard, I'm going to cheese everybody.
Yeah. I think that's, at least for this best of 3 early